We're explaining how to resolve write single quote java.lang.NoClassDefFoundError write single quote in JUnit Tests. This error means your test code can't find a class it needs at runtime, even though it compiled fine. Let's break down the common causes and solutions. 1. Missing dependencies. This is the most frequent culprit. Your test might depend on libraries, jar files, that aren't included in your test class path. JUnit itself needs to be on the class path, and any other libraries your test uses, like those for database interaction or external APIs, need to be there too. Check your project's build configuration. For example, write single quote pom.xml, write single quote for Maven, write single quote build.gradle, write single quote for Gradle. Make sure the necessary dependencies are correctly declared and included in the test scope or equivalent. If you're using an IDE, ensure that the test runner configuration uses the correct class path. 2. Incorrect dependency versions. Even if you have the right dependencies listed, version conflicts can cause problems. One library might depend on a specific version of another, and if you have conflicting versions, it can lead to no-class-def-found-error. Use a dependency management tool like Maven or Gradle to manage versions carefully, ensuring that all your dependencies are compatible. Check for dependency tree analysis features within your build tool to help identify potential conflicts. 3. Packaging issues. If your project isn't packaged correctly, the required classes might not be included in the runtime environment for your tests. Verify that your build process includes all necessary classes in the appropriate test output directories. Check the final jar or directory structure to ensure your dependencies are properly included. 4. Shadowing or name conflicts. It's possible you have classes with the same name from different libraries. This is less common with good dependency management, but can occur. Make sure there isn't a name clash causing the wrong class to be loaded. Using a tool like IDE's class path analysis can help identify potential name conflicts. 5. Class path issues within IDE. Your IDE might have a separate class path setting just for running JUnit tests. Ensure your IDE's JUnit settings have the correct class path setup. You may need to add the required jars to the test class path explicitly in the IDE's project settings. 6. Incorrect module structure, modular projects. In modular Java projects, using the write single quote module-info.java, ensure that your test module correctly requires the modules containing the classes your tests need. If a required module is missing or access is improperly defined, this error can occur. Carefully examine your write single quote module-info.java, write single quote files to ensure proper module dependency relationships. 7. Static initialization. Errors. Rarely. A no-class-def-found-error might be triggered by an error during the static initialization of a class your test depends on. This could be due to exceptions occurring within static blocks. Check the logs for any exceptions during class loading that might indicate the root cause. Careful debugging and examination of static initializers can help. If none of these solves your problem, providing the full error message, relevant snippets of your code, and your build configuration details will help to diagnose it effectively. Remember to check the complete stack trace for clues about which class is missing or unavailable.